A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Georgia versus Miami. Anytime these two teams get together, you've got to think back to their matchup last year in the college football playoff. A lot of these players already getting into it pregame warm-ups. Familiar opponents, a little bit of redemption on their mind. I'll keep you posted how it's going down here. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Mensah. He's going to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26.
Move it. Go.
Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. There's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe the power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he'll will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Keep it on the ground. He's brought down immediately and barely got him back to the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. To the air, it's Stockton. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab deep. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Handoff for Frazier. Might have a chance. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And guys, that is a tough holding call. It'll back them up. Still 1st and goal, but now more territory to navigate. Here's a give to Frazier. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
It's never fun as a quarterback to throw a pick 6 on the opening drive of the game, but a really nice job of rebounding there. On the very opening play of the next drive, you get a completion, just trying to get your feet back under you, get you into a rhythm, get the confidence back.
The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give to Frazier. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They boot it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. On the run, it's Fletcher. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Canes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He goes right back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football. An absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Humphries. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Picks up the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On third down, here's Frazier. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff for Frazier. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and 6 yards to go. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Frazier. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Frazier again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Could be an alley. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's open on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Defense might bring the house here. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that first and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. To the air, it's Stockton. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Bingo, bingo. Flip, flip, flip.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Mensah. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The
the defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And here's the return. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Phillips. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The play action fake. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Georgia going up tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Lofton. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Trying play action. Got it. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They'll run the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Like 18. Like 18. Blue 40, Wilkes. Blue 40, Wilkes. Seeker.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
28. Bingo Luther. Bingo Luther.
Running inside. It's Fletcher.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. The run inside. It's Phillips. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gets open down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack play.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. That's caught. It's Humphreys. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw at Stockton. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback keep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Phillips. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much adds a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Shakes off the defender.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
They'll move the tight end. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.